Hi, Brian Johnston with today's installment of the Law Enforcement Family Network Flashlight Series. You know, the holiday seasons can be filled with joy and celebration, but for some, it can also be filled with loneliness and even desperation. Today, we're going to hear from Representative John Lovick, and he's going to share a very personal story from a time when he was a police officer in the state of Washington. Please listen to John.
So I'm glad to be with you today. I want to share something that I experienced many years ago during my time as a state trooper. This particular night, I was running from call to call to call. And late at night, I arrested a drunk driver on the Bothell Everett Highway in Snohomish County. Pulled into a parking lot after processing the drunk driver to write my case report. An officer pulled up next to me on the driver's side of my car, and we were just actually talking door to door. And I didn't sense anything, but what the officer wanted to know was, how did I handle all of the stress that I was dealing with? And I remember just blowing it off like, I said, well, you just suck it up. Well, the officer looked at me and he said, but tell me, he said, I know the stuff you go through. How do you handle all of the stuff? And he used some pretty strong words. How do you handle all of the BS that you have to go through every day? Again, I said, I just suck it up. While I'm sitting there listening to the officer, I looked straight ahead, and a car went north on the Bothell Everett Highway with no lights on. Of course, put my car in gear, took off. I said, I'll see you later. Processed that drunk driver that I stopped down the road. Went home early that Sunday morning at about noon. I signed in service. And when I signed in service, the communications center told me to call radio. Well, I ran back in my house and dialed the number. And the communications center informed me that the officer had died by suicide. And I have to tell you this, it just ripped my heart out. Because what I didn't know and what I should have known that I needed to take some time with the officer. I needed to be better prepared. And what I walked away from that with is that we all need help at times. We all need to just slow down, take the time to listen to our coworkers, take the time to engage with them. And that's all I needed to do. And this is what I believe we all need to continue to do. There's no shame. There should be no shame in knowing that we need help. I have needed help in my career. And I absolutely appreciate great organizations like this that are reaching out, trying to help the helpers. And so thank you for listening to me. And if there's ever anything that any of us can do, anytime you think you need help with anything, please reach out and get the help you need, because there is no shame. During my almost 4 decades in law enforcement, there were times that I will tell you that I needed help. I needed someone to talk to. Take the time to talk to others. And equally important, take the time to listen to others. Thank you. Please stay safe.